You're listening to the English Football Podcast. Felix sees red on his debut. It's 7 losses in 10 games for the Blues. And should Graham Potter be sacked? We cover all of that on the latest today on the English Football Podcast. At Craven Cottage yesterday, it was a 2-1 win for Fulham over Chelsea. Well deserved, although it's looking worse and worse for Graham Potter. I do feel sorry for him because he did a superb job at Brighton, and it's quite sad to see him not do well at Chelsea. It's obviously a really hard job. I just thought about, though, I didn't know really why they sacked Tuchel in the when they did, you know. When Potter took over, they were sixth in the table, just 3 points off the top 4 and 5 points off Arsenal. Although they are now 10th and they are 10 points behind Manchester United, which isn't very good. He's obviously, Potter's come in. It isn't all his fault. They've not had Chilwell and Reece James, probably the second best sort of attacking wing backs, apart from Liverpool. But Chelsea have a lot of talented players, and they just never seem to show that on the pitch, especially in that game. They had no energy, no vibrancy, or no urgency to play for the team. I suppose, despite his red card, João Felix on his debut, he did stand out. He had the sort of passion to play for the football club. He looked like the only one that wants to play for the football club at that in that game. He was very good on the ball, and it just sort of shows, like, you know, the sort of difference of, like, the players that want to be there and the players that don't. Fulham, though, could be looking at, like, the European places. I had a Fulham fan say that they'll be getting top 4. I mean, it's elite, but I mean, they could. They're always a yo-yo team, Fulham. You know, they come up from the Championship, go back down. It'll all be, you know, up and down from each league. It looks like they'll stay up. I mean, I don't see them. No, they're not going to get relegated this season now. So I don't know, only like the first few seasons where they've actually stayed up after coming up. So anyway, Graham Potter was interviewed after the match.
2-1 defeat here to Fulham. How would you assess firstly the result and then also the performance?
Well, really disappointed with the result. I thought, we got back into the game. It was a fairly even first half. I thought we had a really good chance early on in the game, and then a bit of scrappy play led to their goal, which is frustrating from our perspective. I thought it was a tight first half. We get the goal early in the second half. I thought we looked dangerous. And obviously the red card from João, who I thought was really, really good on his debut. You could see the quality he has. That makes it really difficult for us. We end up playing for 30 minutes with 10. I don't think they created too much, so the man of the goal is really disappointing, really frustrating. But I thought the players kept going. It's not easy, like I said, with 10, but they tried, had some opportunities, but in the end it's really disappointing for us.
I was going to ask you about that red card incident. What was your view of it?
Well, it looked a bit of a forwards tackle. I don't think there was any malice in it from João at all. Mistimed, and then his foot's high, so you can see why he gave it. And then the double frustrations, we're losing for 3 matches, so it's it's one of those really tough moments for us. Everything that seems to be going wrong is at the moment, and it's tough. I feel for the supporters because they helped, they got behind the team, but it's a tough night for us.
And Marco Silva was with BT Sport after the game.
Marco, the wonderful run goes on. You must be delighted with that performance tonight.
Delighted with the result, definitely. Pleased with the first half. Second half was not at our best level. And this is really the good thing that we can take as a group. Our players, they know as well, and we know. Even second half, if you didn't perform at our best level, and we didn't definitely, we were able to win a football match against a top side, even if they are in a bad run. Definitely, they are Chelsea, and I said yesterday that they are Chelsea, and everyone knows what that means. Top quality players, with a great manager. I have to say, in this moment, they are in a bad run. I have to say that. And of course, it was a tough game for us. The first half was really good. We didn't start really well the game. We took some time to adjust. They started the game with the three at the back, with the moves from Mount and John Felix created some problems for us between the lines and that half space runs. Always, we took some time to adjust, but after we adjust, and I have to congratulate the players with maturity, we adjusted in that moment. And after you balance the game, I think first half was balanced. They had chances, we had chances as well. Of course, we were more clinical than them first half. Second half, we start really not good when you consider the goal. The first 2 minutes of the second half, of course, is not the best way to start against the top side. Of course, gave the boost to them to start to control, and after came the red card. And of course, it was our obligation to try to win the game, and we did it.
Some other stuff then, just around the footballing world. Arsenal are closing in on their 70 million bid for Mudryk, the Shakhtar player. A ton of money, but I mean, he better be good. Hearts sign Kuol, a Socceroo who played in the World Cup. AC Milan midfielder signs a new long-term deal with the club. I didn't write down who it is, so yeah, one of the AC Milan midfielders has signed a new loan deal. Hold on, long-term deal. I'm not reading the notes right. And Barcelona won 4-2 on pens after a 2-2 draw against Real Betis to go through to play Real Madrid in the Spanish Super Cup final. One to look forward to there. Another short one today. We'll do sort of. It's usually we don't post these ones on Spotify as well. We have like short ones here just to have a quick watch about the latest. Usually every 1 or 2 days. And I've did a short today as well about Darwin Núñez. Interesting first short on the channel. So anyway, thanks for listening. You've been listening to the English Football Podcast. Or send us a voice message as well about a question about football and we'll answer it. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.